do the 750, and we're gonna start doing it. Want to purchase this item? Yeah, yeah, we do. I can't sell you a gift. It's just not a thing. Even if you gave me all the money, wouldn't be able to do it. I'm sorry. It'd be rude if I did that. But I appreciate you offering, I suppose. It's very kind of you. Alright, so what we're going to do for the draft, I know my deck list master extension isn't working, so I'm going to talk about each of the cards, and so we can get more into conversation about it. Sorry, I took it into the bedroom. Oh, this is actually kind of a cool card. I'm not going to gift you a sub, Zeus. Alright, I'm just going to ignore you if you're just going to be, you know, edgy like that. Alright, anyways, Arya, First of Lockwayne. Whenever Arya, First of Lockwayne, or another black creature enters the battlefield under control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Seconds another black creature, draw a card. Draw a card effect would be cool. Archon of Absolution, protection from white. Creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless your control pays 1 for each of those creatures. Okay, so it's got a little mini tax. That could be interesting. Remember, when you play drafting, you should always think of bread. Bombs, removal, evasion, aggro, and duds. Bombs are cards that can win you a game. Like, they have the absolute chance to, like, when you play that, will sweep the board or something like that. You know, something that you can just kind of clench it in the moment you need it. R stands for removal, so cards that can potentially just control away your opponent and keep them, you know, at bay, whether it be destroy effects or things along those lines. E, evasion, is like unblockable, flying, along those lines. A is aggro, cards that kind of like are either that aggressive role or they just fit really well with the deck. You know what I'm saying? And D is for duds. Cards, if you have to fill them, they fill. Take the Goblin or Lady. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I was going to say, the Goblin I passed on last time, and then I regretted it. I regret it. But the Lady seems pretty cool, too. Whenever another enters the control, each opponent loses 1 life, gain life. I feel like that's the card. Like, a mono black deck could be really good. We might look into that. Let's see. Thank you, Friendly Look Rogue. Help me out. I mean, nothing really else is good in black here. Green wise, I mean, the golden egg I don't think will actually rotate. Will rotate around. Kind of thinking Arya. I think that's probably the best thing for it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of want to see what Arya can do. I've seen mono black decks be pretty good in this set, so there's a Smitten Swordmaster. So the reason why I picked up this card because it's not a bomb card, but in limited life gain and gaining life can be really strong and really good. So, trying to think what would be really good beyond that. Maybe a black-white deck. When it dies, put a +1 counter on a target creature you control. Yeah, some people, they just come into chat. I mean, so what Friendly Look Rogue did is that we try to be kind of keep this chat a relatively PG chat and try to keep it, you know, welcome and kind of cool for anybody. And people who come in who try to be edgy and trolly, cool, do your thing. But there's also tons of other streamers who would definitely feed into it, welcome it. And it's just easier for us to be like, click, 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 peace, have a good one. And that's basically what they decided to do. So we don't have to, you know, worry about it. All right, and on that, if you guys have any questions or like that, let me know. We're going to keep on going. So with this deck, we don't necessarily, no, you can't ban strike. It's only people who have mod permission, and I kind of keep it to people who are consistently in the chat. I mean, hang around, strike. If you're here long enough, maybe we can talk about it, okay? I know. I don't want to give the ban powers to everybody. I'm sorry. Besides, I got some pretty good mods. I'm not too worried about it. So one thing that I see a lot of people do, and it's something that I try to discourage people from doing, is that figuring out what colors you're going to be jumping into right away. You can follow, and you're more than welcome to follow. I would appreciate you coming by anytime. So with the following, you can actually, or with the following, it lets you know what kind of games I play and things like that, which is not always Magic, as you know, Strike. A lot of people pick their second color right away. You don't really need to do that. You can kind of play around and see what other colors you have. With that said, Venerable Knight might be really good with this deck. Whenever it dies, you put a +1/+2 counter target creature control. If we can get other knights, that could be really comboing really well. But into the story, the spell costs 3 less if the opponent has 7 more cards in the graveyard. If we go for a mill deck, which might be a thing, I don't know. We'll see around if we can play around with that. But Inquisitive Puppet, when it enters the battlefield, so I want it, and then you can exile Inquisitive Puppet to create a 1/1 white human creature token. Interesting. Bartered Cow, when a Bartered Cow dies or when you discard it, create a food token, 4 for a 3/3. The artifact that allows you untap. Forever Young. Card draw is always strong and unlimited. Smitten Swordmaster would combo in. It might rotate around if we go into the white because it's also a knight as well. Rimrock Knight is a solid card if you're going into those colors. Marleaf Rider, nothing really strong. The only thing that's decent is the Scalding Cauldron because it's removal. We can play around with that concept. But I'm gonna break my rule. I wanted to tell you the rule about trying to go into a double color right off the bat, and then I'm instantly gonna break it by picking up the Venerable Knight. I want to see what could rotate around. Hey, we all know that card. Strike, look away. It's not a card you want to see right now. Improbable Alliance, solid card, absolutely. Ooh, Arden Veil Paladin. If you cast 3 white mana spells, spent to cast a spell, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. 3/6 is not bad. No! Fairy Guide Mother. Oh, okay. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying to the end of turn. It's a 1 for a 1/1 flyer. Not bad. Or sorcery, which if you guys are not familiar with adventure cards, basically the concept is that you can use the adventure aspect to either you can cast it for the adventure part, and then it goes to exile, and then you can summon it later as a creature, which is kind of neat. There's the Merfolk Secret Keeper. Some decent blue in this pack. For Burning Fruit, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. But Reeve's Soul. Removal, remember where we put that? Bombs and removal. So destroy target creature with power 3 or less. This is probably our pickup. The only thing I could potentially pick up is maybe the Ardendale Paladin to combo with the Knights, but we got removal and it's in the color we're messing around with, so let's go for that. Ooh, Sorcerer's Broom. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you may pay 3. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Sorcerer's Broom. This could combo in with this deck, actually. Let's see if there's anything else in this pack we might want. If we wanted to go red, white, black Knights, we could. I don't think we should, but we could. It didn't say plays. Merfolk, Secret Keeper, Queen of Ice. Lost Legion. It's a Knight. It's a solid Knight because it gives you Scry. The only thing we could potentially pick up is a Golden Egg, I think, out of this pack, or the Scalding Cauldron. But I think we go for the Sorcerer's Broom because remember, it says sacrifice if you pay 3 or more, which this gives us a tap to sacrifice another black creature. So maybe that can work out for us. Get more benefits at least. With this pack, into the story, card draw with adventures, 3/4 flyer, which again, Vision's up there. Unexplained Visions, we are kind of putting ourselves in white-black. We could potentially keep going black though. When a creature deals damage to a player or creature, create a food token. That could be good. Actually, could be really good. I think out of this pack, we're either going for the Prize Griffin or the Giant Skewer. I don't know what rotates around in the set just yet, so debatably one might be better than the other. This is better if you lose. Okay. Has to be black creatures at the end of the battlefield though, so the white doesn't really help us out. What's up, Farmer Babe? Welcome back. Good to see you again. We're doing our drafts again, and we're playing with something a little bit out of our comfort, so we're doing black-white. I'm debating on the 5/3/4 just because it's a 3/4. Hopefully some of this will rotate around. Let's play around with it. Let's see what happens. Revenge of Ravens. This card is a solid card. Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker, that creature loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. In limited, it is silly, and especially with some of the cards we potentially could see in this draft. This might be worth picking up. Other than that, there's no cards in your graveyard. For Burning Fruits, meh. Not bad, but not great. Youthful Knight, if we're going for a Knight deck, might actually be too bad. We're gonna go for the Revenge of Ravens. How you been, Farming Babes? I know it's been like about a week or 2 weeks since we've seen you because I had to do a full, well, I didn't have to, but I did a full week of Fortnite, so that's probably why I didn't see you again. Hope you've been keeping well. It's good to have you back. Shine Chaser. This is cool artwork. Gets +1 as you control an artifact, gets +1 as long as you control an enchantment. I kind of like that. Shambling Suit is equal to the number of artifacts or enchantments you control, which we only have. That could combo in with this, because it starts off as a 1/3. Potentially could be more than that with the Broom, Sorcerer Broom. Maybe. Outflank, but this is actually a great card in white. Deal damage to destroy or block a creature to the number of creatures you control. Good doing. Yeah, I'm doing good. Some laundry and cleaning today. Hey, props to you. You gotta keep up with that stuff. It gets very taxing if you don't. So, trying to be productive. I can definitely respect that. I had even though I was working quite a bit like this past week, I actually had a couple of days. I'm gonna pick up the outflank, where we helped people move. We did all sorts of good stuff today. Or the other day, we felt really good about it. Righteousness, huh? +7/+7 to target blocking creature could be good, but Lash of Thorns kind of does the same thing, but it gives it Death Touch. So we're more inclined to actually get a removal. Could play this, a Fairy Godmother, just to get another evasion creature out, and let's go for Lash of Thorns. Because the only thing about this card is that you have to be blocking it in order to get an effect. Kind of think of Lash of Thorns is better in that sense, because then we don't have that contingent. Requirement? Prerequisite? Pick whatever you think sounds better. What's up? Prerequisite? Yeah, fair enough. Let's go for the Lash of Thorns. Let's see what that is. As always, if anybody wants to give me feedback or things I'm picking, if I'm right or if I'm wrong or somewhere in between, you're more than welcome to. I might not be able to answer you right away or I might not be able to catch you right away, but I'll try my best to pay attention to what you say, so maybe next time I'll do a better time at drafting. Seem good? Seem good. Lockman gets plus 2-0 and gains flying in a turn. Otherwise, it's just a 0-3. Let's pick up the tournament grounds just for the fact that maybe I'll make that deck at some point. So this one, Inquisitive Puppet, 0-2 for a Scry, and then we can make a 1-1 human token. Or a 2 for 2-1 that we can buff later on. I don't know if it's good, but I'll take the Inquisitive Puppet instead. We got another one. Draw 2 card and lose 2 life. 3 black with spend, you can create a food. I mean, card draw is always pretty strong. We have 2 ways to get life currently from this deck. But I think I'm going to pick up the puppet. Alright, we're going to put the Terminate Grounds again into the sideboard. That apparently rotates around. Ooh, Giant Scarab came around. Return to Nature, we'll put in the sideboard as well. Next pack, Gadwick, the Wizened. When it enters the battlefield, draw X cards. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap target the only opponent and controls. That's not bad. That could be a really good card. Ooh, Archon of Absolution, another one. 4 for a 3-2, flying protection from white. Creatures attack you or Planeswalker control unless the control pays 1 for each of those creatures. So we can have 2 different card effects that makes it difficult to push on us if we wanted to. Because this will prevent people from really wanting to swing into us because they'll lose life while losing life, or they'll lose life and I'll gain life. Well, this would make it even tougher for them to do it, and it's a flyer. So we're going to debate on that one. Stage of the Falls. I just want to read some of these cards too, so bear with me. When Stage of the Falls or another non-human creature enters the battlefield under control, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay, interesting. Arcanist Owl. When artist enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 of your cards. You may reveal artifacts or enchantment among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. Okay. Another Outflank, which this rotated around last time, so we might get another chance to do so. Witching Well, which we're not really in the colors for, and I'm kind of thinking we should stick with black and white. Benevolent Noble could work with the sacrifice aspect that we got kind of going on. Memory Theft. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land permanent. That player discards that card. You need to put a card that has an adventure that player owns from exile into the player's graveyard. Interesting. Kind of control-y. We do have a remove spell over here. I kind of think I'd go for that. This is really cool, though. I don't think we should go into blue at this point. So I'm going to pick up the Reef Soul. Bog Naughty. It's a fairy 3/3 flying, 5 mana. Sacrifice a food, target creature. Ooh. We have a little bit of food generation with the Skewer. That could be good. That could be decent. Oh, Farmer Babe, what do you think of the new setup? You kind of like it? You enjoy it? I like feedback, so feel free to throw in any if you would like. The Bog Naughty would be a big drop. Sacrifice a food token. We only have like a little bit of food tokens we can play around with. But that is a potential removal card right there that we can play around with. The Luckwin Paladin. Menace for 4 drop 3/2. If at least 3 mana was spent, it would be a 4/3. Looks good. Thanks, Farmer Babe. I appreciate that. I'm kind of leaning on the Bog Naughty just because a 3/3 for 5 flying is a little meh. You don't remember the old one? I mean, you were only here one time before. It had a blue thing. I didn't have this green screen. Is that, you can see that card right there, that red one? You didn't used to be able to see that before. Haha! And then I put the follows back down again because I appreciate that. And then over there, let me aim better. Way over there, you can barely see it, or not barely see it, but the Yuntal logo. Just little things, Trying to make this look a little cleaner, you know what I'm saying? I'll pick the Bog Naughty. We'll see what that looks like. Alrighty then. So with that, Fairy Godmother, Youthful Knight we could bring back in. So Tiny Foreboding Fruit for the food tokens, which We actually have a way to make more of a benefit off of that. Gains life for the amount of knights, which I don't really have that many knights. I actually don't have many creatures at this point, which is potentially a problem in my second pack. This rotated around. This did not rotate it around. Let's pick up the Smitten Swordsmaster. It's a little out of character for what I was trying to go for, but the life gain might be good. Rally for the Throne. Ooh, create 2 1/1 human creature tokens. If at least 3 was spent to cast a spell, you gain life for each creature you control. It's not bad. That could be good. 11 Noble. There's the battlefield. A 6 for a 5/5 Scry. Could work with the mono black that we're kind of playing around with. Kind of feel like the Malevolent Noble would be good too. The 1/1 human tokens would be okay. And the life gain would be okay. But that's the thing, just okay. I kind of want to pick up the Prophet of the Pack just to see what it... Because that's a big drop for a later point. Might be good for us. Have you thought about getting the cardboard? I did get the expansion, but for a long time it stopped working. I couldn't get it to work anymore. Is it working for other people? Because I'll bring it back. I'll try it again. Oh, look at you, winning all that honor. I'm so proud of you. Siren Farron. I wish we were in green now. True Love's Kiss. Exile artifact or enchantment. I wonder how playable that is. It works for others? Alright, I'll bring it back. Yeah, no, I love it. I really enjoyed it. I was really sad when it stopped working. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see about if I can bring that back or not. Flash of Thorns. Shining Armor might be the pick here. We could go for the Scarecrow Knight, though. Would be able to allow us to get black, and we would still be able to do... where is it at? The Smitten Swordsmaster? But it's just a 2/1 for 2. Doesn't even have First Strike. There's the battlefield attached to a knight you control. That could be good, too. I've seen Shining Armor be good. We'll put in the Shining sideboard for right now. There's the outflank. A Skewer is back again, though. I mean... kind of feel like we're going for mono black at this point. Let's go for the giant skewer. There's an eye collector. Oh, an Arvanel Paladin though. I mean, it's a flying fairy, but I don't know if we really need that. We already got 2 of those. We could go for the Paladin. It's a 2/5, so it's not a bad drop. We just gotta get 3 mana, white mana out. Otherwise, it's just a 4 for a 2/5. A 4 for a 3/6 is better. Let's put in the sideboard and see what happens. This pack doesn't really have much other than this card. We'll put the Memory Thrift in the sideboard as well. Oh, is this a preferred look? Is this a better look? I think y'all preferred this look anyway, so let me change it back to that. Oh, the Lockman Paladin rotated around. Alright, we'll pick that up. It's just a filter for 2, which is not good. Youthful Knight does keep us in those colors. Fairy Guide Mother, I might as well pick it up right now because we're in it to win it. Pick the Dwarven Mine. I'll probably never be able to pick those up. We still got the Beanstalk anyways. Feasting Troll King. If only. If you guys are going to create 3 food tokens. Again, red-green. If we had picked the Grub Gully early on, we might have been able to have a pretty decent deck with that red-green. Oh well, not much you can do about that. I think Bacon to the Pie is already what I'm going to pick up. But, Feast of Troll King, Vigilance Trample. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens. Sacrifice these 3 food tokens and return it to the king from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's expensive to get out, but it's pretty much worth it in my opinion. Fairy Vandal, super cute. But I don't really need it at this point. Beanstalk Giant, good card. That really help us. Edge Wall. See, yeah, there's so many sweet. Some of these cards are pretty sweet. The outflank's here, but we might see that rotate around. Again, that's just allow us to do a cool little combat trick to, trade into something better. But Bake It to the Pie. Gotta respect removal. We'll pick it up. Another Venerable Knight. Could combo in if we do the white still. When it enters the battlefield, you deal 2 damage to another creature you control. If you do, draw a card. Card draw is always nice. Could go for the Venerable Knight though. And the idea is we don't mind a dime because it's going to trade into something better. Oh, tap 2 target creatures and it's 3 for a 2/3 flyer. Debatable, right? Didn't we see the Venerable Knight rotate around? I feel like we have so much black that maybe we shouldn't just keep on trying to go to the white, but I feel like that's probably a better thing for us anyways. Let's go for the 2/3 flyer. Let's see if I can make that work. Another Spit and Sword Master. Ooh, the Ginger Brute's actually... this could surprise people, but I don't really feel like we have an aggro deck at this point. The Spit and Sword Master combo with the swords already. We haven't picked up any of the golden eggs, though, that have come around. I think the Spit and Sword Master is still better. Now we're just looking for cards that just benefit each other. Flying Control and Artificer Enchantment has flying, so 2 for a 2/2 flyer. We could go for another Giant Spear, but we already have one of those. The Lost Legion, though, could be really good. And his Battlefield Scry 2 for a 2/3. Yeah, we'll go for that. All that glitters. Enchant creature and creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and control. Ooh! That could be good in this deck. Ooh, there's also a Seven Flame Ritual. This is potentially a bomb card. On each creature, you get a counter on each creature you control. Yeah. Fire Witches, return target knight from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to rotate around, but I kind of want to. I think all that glitters would be a solid card to get, though. Because if we could just put that on something with all the food tokens. Maybe, possibly. Fire Witches would combo with the knights. I think we go for that. Tempting Witch, create a food token, then we can sacrifice to make a player lose 3 life. Oh. It is better if you may have to deal 2 damage to another creature if you do draw a card. Card draw is always strong. We don't have too much that can really benefit because some of our stuff is not very bulky. Only some of the stuff later on gets a little bulky. So I think the Tempting Witch would probably be a little better. When it dies or when you discard it, get a food token. You can also get another prize Griffin. Yeah, a lot of food token generation though right now. Not sure if the Ox is any good though. What do we have to? So we have 2 Reaver. Don't have much for the black that we can use. That's supposed to be sideboard. Let's put that there now. Dwarven Mine's supposed to be sideboard. The Bog Knotty, that's what it was. That can allow us to get food tokens. Let's pick it up just to see what happens. We'll play around with it. Let's see what we can do. Get the Crashing Drawbridge. It's 0/4. Makes creatures with haste, which might surprise people with that. Actually, yeah, I'm debating on that. That seems good. Sacrifice our artifact, Malevolent Noble. This would be the time to pick it up now. Now with this, we can go for the Ginger Brute, Roving Keep. Let's go for the Ginger Brute. We're probably not going to actually keep it. So Tiny, is that the one I want to pick? I'll put the Goblin Knight in my sideboard. Another Terminate Grounds. I think we got a play set now of that one. And a Flutterfox. Alright. Let's see how bad this deck's going to be. Alright, everybody? You ready for this? That's in the sideboard. Let's go ahead and go back to the other view. Alright, let's see. So let's drop... Let's see what... let me think about this, really. Alright, 4... I don't even think I need the Flutterfox. Source of Broom allows us to get benefits whenever we sacrifice another permanent. You may pay 3, which the only things we have to sacrifice is this guy for the card draw, which that means for pay 3 we can get a Broom out as well whenever we sacrifice a black creature. The Bog Knotty gets benefits off of food, which I have. Let's see what happens. What happens if I take all the white out? Puts it at 39 cards with all the white cards out. So we have Ginger Brutes, Inquisitive Puppets, which don't feel really good. And it really is just to get more creatures so I can sacrifice into, which, let's see, what else do I have? I mean, with the Lash of Thorns, potentially I can use that as removal as well. Malevolent Noble, sacrifice an artifact or another creature. Okay. Got 2 of the Lifelinkers, the 0/4 to give me haste, 2 Giant Skewers, Reeve Souls for removal, Tempting Witch for the food token generation, the Spry. Whenever I enter the battlefield, when black creatures enter the battlefield, I get to do the 1 damage, 1 life. Lock Compounded if I do 3, the enchantment to gain 1 life and deal 1 damage whenever I get attacked. Another creature to just get food. What was it that gave me benefits off of food, though? Was it just the... What does he got? Benevolent Noble? Oh no, that's right, this one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to get food tokens onto the battlefield. 2 of them that's actually relatively consistently. Well, this deck, I'll give you an extra if you were subscribing in town. Wow. Whoa, relax, Streamlabs. It's okay. My goodness. I'm sorry, I can't help the bot. That's pretty funny though. That's really funny. Could put those in, which would allow the Benevolent to get more benefit, because if these get sacrificed, then I can later exile it to get a 1/1 human token out. It's only 1 card that gets a benefit out of it, otherwise it's just blockers, except for the Lash of Thorns. I have to sacrifice food tokens, and now what can I drop out of here? I could put this in, one of the Knights, one of the outflanks. The white just feels a little spotty in this deck. I mean, this would give me another food token. When it dies, of course. It relies on me to play that mana to make it happen. I feel like I didn't have enough white. I went too hard on the black cards actually to make it work. But I kind of think this might work out. I could put this one in, Memory Theft. Target opponent reveals their hand, choose a non card from it. That player discards a card. You may put a card that it has an adventure that player owns from exile into the player's graveyard. So I could play this in a chance for them to do something with it. They'd be like, actually, no, I don't want you to have that back. Which could be strong. Could stop some of the 5/5s out there. What's my win con, though? Like, I have an okay amount of removal. I guess kind of Knights is kind of my focus. I mean, I don't really have that many Knights in here. How many do I actually have? I have 4 Knights in this deck. I'm gonna do just gonna look on the iPad. No worries. I'm just trying to, think about my life and all my life choices involved. You're good. Inquisitive Puppet again. Well, that's right. This does make it a buff, so it allows me to do the Death Touch. Only thing I'm thinking about putting in is this one, but I don't know if I would drop anything. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this and see what happens. We should name it. I need a name for this. Here, I'm gonna use the bathroom. You guys tell me some names real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so nothing? I didn't get anything from you guys? Alright, that's fine. So I think it's kind of like a mono black food generating removal deck. So we got Ginger Brute, Malevolent Noble, Tempting Witch, Lockwind Paladin, Bear Witches, and Prophet. So it's kind of like a little bit of Knight. Hefty Knights. There we go. Because it's all about food and Knights. Seems good? I like it. Let's go. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see how bad, how great, or how whatever it's going to be.